Welcome into ESPN Headlines. I'm Cassidy Hubbard, and we have a headline out of college basketball for you. According to sources, Butler's Brad Stevens is the top target in UCLA's search for a new men's basketball coach. For more on this story, we bring in Peter Yoon. And Peter, what more can you tell us about UCLA's interaction with Brad Stevens concerning their head coaching vacancy?
Well, it's unclear that if the two sides have actually negotiated, but I can tell you that they have met either on phone or in person to discuss the job. And I just found out and confirmed that Dan Guerrero is indeed on a plane Thursday evening, but we don't know where that plane is headed.
I mean, Stevens has been on a lot of schools' wish lists, but he was born and raised in Indiana, has had a college coaching job only at Butler. Do you think that this could be the job that would finally make him leave Butler? Is LA a good fit for him?
Well, I think he would be a good fit anywhere. I mean, he's one of the top coaches in the country. The big question is if he's interested in leaving Indiana to come to LA. I've heard, I don't know for sure, that he's never been to LA. So, that'd be a big factor. It's a completely different kind of lifestyle out here. He's got a family. Does he want to raise his kids in LA? Those are all kinds of factors that would go into it. But as far as the prestige of UCLA's program, I think that's one of the top 5 schools that would pique the interest of somebody like Brad Stevens.
You talk about the prestige of UCLA's program. There's been a lot of names being thrown out for the vacancy, including Shaka Smart, also Mike Brown in the NBA. Who else are the Bruins considering for this job?
Well, I think if Brad Stevens doesn't want to come to LA, there's obviously going to be some of the top big name coaches in the country, like Billy Donovan at Florida or Rick Pitino at Louisville. It remains to be seen. Those guys are both in the tournament still, so it's doubtful that they've had any kind of contact with UCLA. And, so it's hard to gauge the interest of guys like that. If you go a little bit further down the list, there's going to be guys like Buzz Williams at Marquette or, maybe a Tony Bennett from Virginia, and some of these under-the-radar type guys that are out there running successful programs that might be interested in coming to L.A.
All right, should be interesting. That's Peter Yoon with the latest on UCLA's coaching search. I'm Cassidy Hubbard with your ESPN Headline.